Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Williams. I am an Army veteran with 26 years experience with the Department of Defense. And right here is Sean Torres. He is a differently enabled person. He has a spinal cord injury. I'm going to let you start off talk about yourself, Sean, and see if you can say things people want to hear.
All right. Well, thanks, Chris. As he said, I do have a spinal cord injury. It started when I was about 19 years old. Was in back injury. I actually was I was involved in a drive-by. I wasn't involved myself, but I happened to be, I guess, what you would consider a victim, which is probably the last time that you would consider me a victim. As from there, I went through some in my life that really kind of led me to be where I am today. It definitely links into what we're looking to do as far as Chris and I are concerned. Because my motivation is to be able to help those that are not only those that are veterans, and he'll get into that a little bit, why that's one of the points of what we're looking to be able to work with on these videos, but also those that are spinal cord injury, abilities, things of that nature. So just giving you a little bit of like a heads up in regards to what we're looking at. These videos are going to be kind of a glimpse into our oftentimes you're going to see us together, making you laugh, making you think, all of those things. So this is just a little introduction in regards to me. I'm going to leave it over to Chris and let him tell you a little bit about himself.
As I told you guys before, I have 26 years experience working with the Department of Defense, and I am a disabled Army vet. The thing about it is a lot of my disabilities are the mental side of it. I was diagnosed with PTSD, I have depression, I have anxiety, and recently I was diagnosed with ADHD. I tell you what, that one could be stressful because I didn't understand it. I've dealt with it all my life. I put on a lot of masks so I could make people think I was happy when I wasn't, or I have a habit a lot of times mimicking other people's personalities, not intentionally, but it's a way of sort of being able to get along with them. I don't generally get along with people that well sometimes. I can be by myself, and it doesn't bother me. Even though I get along well, I talk well, but a lot of the simple things I can't do, or I do things that are sort of strange or sort of weird. An example is I'll sit there and lift my hands and I'm thinking, or if I'm mad, I can have a quick temper. I can go off on a moment's notice on somebody without even thinking about it. A lot of times I have to concentrate not to do that. I'll come up with little tricks for when those things happen. I notice when they happen. And as one of the group members, group leaders of the depression group I was a part of said, sometimes what you have to think about is not what's right, what you want to do, but what gets the best results. So sometimes you need to think about, hey, how are we going to be able to get the best results with it? And I have to think about that on a separate stage with the ADHD. Sometimes I think that, like, heck, his sister said that I was a little bit, what did she use?
She said quirky. And you know him. And you'll see that that's the truth. But you do got to give it to him, though. The fact of the matter is like he's saying, and I don't want to interrupt you in any way, but what he is doing is he's seeking to put all of this in front of you, just like I am. We want to be able to live our lives, be able to give you a little glimpse into some of the challenges we face every day as people.
I spent 50-something years putting masks on, and I'm probably going to still put them on occasion as well, but I'm going to do everything possible to be able to keep from doing that and let people know everything about me. I know that I'm weird. So what? They can make me likable. That means I might not get along with a lot of people, but know that they can respect me. And a lot of times I'd rather have fewer friends that I really appreciate and can count on than being able to know everybody in the room and be able to talk to them about this, that, or the other. In fact, a lot of times, if you put me in front of a group of 500 people, I'll have no problem doing a group speech and telling them how to do something, but I'll be that person sitting in the back of the corner reading a book, ignoring everybody else. You put me in a group of 5 people, and I'm going to be sitting there talking to them about different card games or whatever, and doing that because I do feel more comfortable around small groups than I do large groups of people. But what we plan on doing with this is helping you while we help ourselves. We're going to convince you to come on and try some of this stuff. It's going to help us. An example of that is I was sort of worried about my blood pressure. It was 156 or close to 100. That's pretty scary numbers. And I'll tell you what, when I started really looking into doing these videos, it dropped almost immediately. No reason, no change in diet, no medications, no working out, just realizing that we're going to do these videos and get excited about them. My blood pressure went down to 118 over 78. And that's what we want for you guys to do, is be able to take a look at what we're doing, saying, hey, these idiots are doing this. We can do it too. We want to be able to get out. We want to be able to try. And even though he's faking his disease, that's
always,
which obviously always. I'm joking
I can
about.
actually walk.
But we'll be making light of a lot of situations, things that you would normally consider not to be able to make fun of or be able to make light of and be able to see.
And like he's saying, the whole reality of it is the fact that these challenges are challenges that everybody faces. And these are just part of being human, part of the challenge of having a disability, whether it's an obvious disability like what you see for me, or a disability that's a little bit more behind the scenes that he faces on an everyday basis. Even ourselves, before we got on camera, we had got into a disagreement. But you know what? That's what part of living that journey, living that life, and knowing that every day is not going to be easy. But you know what? You face every day with the strength that you need to always move forward. And that is what we can guarantee, what we're going to present to you in everything that we're doing. We're going to be doing hang gliding. Wait till you see that one. I don't know if he's going to. He hasn't told me yet. We're going to be going out there and doing food reviews. We're going to go out there and we're going to go and travel. There's going to be some days coming up soon. He's going to be traveling on his own and he's going to do a video. I suggest that you go and watch that because there's going to be some exciting things that are going to go on in regard to that. What we're really wanting to do is be able to provide you a glimpse into what you're capable of doing if you just go out there and just try to live your life truthfully and authentically. What do you think, Chris?
We've tried to do a lot of research on this to find out the best ways to do it. One of the things that I've heard and I've read over and over again is you got to find a niche. Guess what? We're not going to find a niche. We're not going to be stuck to pigeonhole ourselves in one area. And the reason why is we want to be able to show you, hey, we can do this. We're having fun, and a lot of it is going to be for our own health and our own well-being, while at the same time, hopefully being able to provide you some help as well. Because I will let you know that there are a lot of programs out there that will help people with different disabilities, whether it be physically that you can see with him or mental with me where you cannot see them. But I'll let you know where you can get the best help is from people helping each other or veterans helping veterans. And we're going to be able to do things by working with you, and you're going to do things for your friends, and you can do things for us that a clinical psychologist who has 30 years experience and 10 years of school won't be able to do, because they're going to be able to connect with us where they're not going to be able to. And you're going to connect with each other. And we're going to ask you to be a part of this. We're going to say, hey, throw us some suggestions. Tell us some of the things you'd like to see us do.
Come and get involved in some of those things too. We're a brotherhood and a sisterhood. That's what it comes down to. What he's saying, exactly what he's saying, and sorry that I interrupted, but I got so excited about what you were saying. The thing is the fact that is where the most help when you're dealing with ADHD or you're dealing with any kind of, whether you can see the disability very easily or not, you want to be able to have that support system. And we're not saying that those support systems are not out there. We're not saying that, that they don't exist, but sometimes the best way to be able to get help is from one another. And this right here is going to be, we want it to be a way for you to be able to see that you can live a better life, not only through us, but get involved with us. You want to see something and we tell you we're in your area, come on out, come and see what we're doing. Get involved.
And if there's a video you want to do with us and become involved with, let us know. If you say, hey, I could be a special guest on your show doing scuba diving. I'm a scuba instructor and I can show Chris how to be able to scuba dive. Or
I'd love to see that. That would be cool.
Or I can throw Sean off a cliff and see if he can hang glide. Whoops, you can't. No, hopefully that doesn't happen. That would be a very short video. But we'll be trying a lot of things. Some of the things are going to be successful. Some of them won't. Some of them might not even make it on the air. But guess what? We're going to show you some of the failures too. Because some of them are going to be funny. And some of them aren't going to have anything to do about action. As he mentioned, we might go do food reviews, tell you the 10 best wing places in Orlando. Or we might go to a cigar shop and just sit there and enjoy a nice glass of scotch and water and talking to each other, talking to the owner of the store. Or we might do an interview with one of business owner that happens to be in a wheelchair. Exactly. Or talk to a real estate agent who's blind and is able to do well because they're able to actually describe the picture because they can't see it. So the way they actually are able to describe it is more internalized. And that's the reason why they're so successful. Or be able to show you how you can create a business. What in the world is this new AI stuff? How in the hell do we get that to work? We might talk about AI. Some of our stuff might be instructional, telling you how to be able to help your business or whatever.
We're just looking, like he's saying, in anything that we can do. We're looking to push the envelope. We're not looking to set ourselves in a particular, area and pigeonhole ourselves, like he said earlier. We're just looking to be able to push the envelope, and you can help us be able to do that.
One of our big things is to be able to help ourselves and to be able to help you at the same time and have you help us. And one of the ways we want to do that is just to show, hey, this is a unique idea. I want to try that. You know, I'm not really big into cigars, but those guys look like they're having fun. Or this club that they went to was a really good club. Or, hey, you want to know what? I never heard of that chicken wing place. Or we might do a road trip in Florida. We might decide to, I don't know, just an idea I have, visit every American Legion in the state of Florida. I don't know if we're going to do that or not, but be able to check out the different American Legions so we can tell you what's about it, talk to each of the presidents. Or maybe we'll visit every county and make sure to eat a meal in each county and take 30 days because there's about 90 counties.
Poker is your thing. We might do a poker vlog or some sort of vlog that's including it going to a casino, whatever the case may be. We're looking to just get out there and live life.
Well, he brings up a great thing with poker and the fact that we are going to start looking for poker tournaments that are charities. And we're going to do other things that are charities as well. And one of the things we're looking at is doing a casino night. Oh, heck, we'll probably hit every one of the 7 deadly sins that are out there to be able to have fun. We're not a religious group. We're out there to be able to help you help yourselves and be able to help you help others and have you help us because we are going to have a great time. It's going to be exciting. And you're going to be wondering what is going to happen next.
I'm telling you, I'm excited.
It is an exciting time for us.
Exciting time.
And I've been reliving some of the things we could potentially do. And I tell you what, I am really looking forward to it. And this channel may or may not succeed. I think that it will because we're putting a lot into it. But we're going to have fun doing it no matter what happens. And we want to make sure you have as much fun as possible.
So we want you to come onto the journey with us. Come up with some ideas that you would like for us to see. That way we can be able to look and make sure that we're providing the best and most authentic experience for you.
And some of the things you're going to be doing is showing respect to people with disabilities and ways that they can have respect for themselves or the veterans. And one of the ways that I plan on doing this personally, and I'll be inviting Sean on the journey on occasion, and possibly other veterans as well, is when I was working for the Department of Defense, I worked on a military base, of course, and every Wednesday they did what was called colors, which is the raising of the flag and so forth, but they also included something that I thought was really unique and I appreciated a lot. And they always brought a big crowd out there, and that is the reading of the Medal of Honor. And they had one of the sailors, I worked for the Navy actually, sit there and pick out who they were going to be able to read about and explain about. And they wouldn't just read the citation. They would talk a little bit about the person. They talked about the person's family. They'd say why it was so important, what it was about that person's personality that caused them to do that, or why it was unlike their personality. And I plan on doing that every week on Saturdays. I'm not going to tell you exactly what time because I don't know. Might not even always be on a Saturday. But I hope to do this every Saturday. It will be once a week, to be able to read that Medal of Honor to you. And this is not something that's going to be monetized. We're going to put no ads on it. And the only way you'll be able to thank us or be able to show support is by liking the videos or by subscribing. And we do ask that you do subscribe to us. But with that being said, at this point in time, we came up with the name of our company called Adventure Wheels Up. And I want to say right now, thank you for joining us in Wheels Up.
Wheels Up. Thank you very much. You have a great day, guys.
Let's see how it goes.